hilarious. Welcome to Fashion Meets Fitness.
Hey.
They are definitely in for a treat this Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
We have a special guest that is going to knock your shoes off. Do you hear me?
Yes.
And we're talking about with good information that you can first. I'm gonna let you know right now to go grab your pen, your pencil, or your iPad so you can start jotting down notes, because she's going to give us, all of us, not just our listeners and our viewers, but us as well, some good information on money management and insurance. And first and foremost, we're going to start off with what we do. I am Cynthia, your creative fashion stylist. Cover Me Bold was birthed back in March a couple of years ago, and it was one of those things that I just kind of grew into. So my name kind of, speaks volume. For those of you who don't know, you can follow me on social media. The platform for Facebook is Sureholic Keith, and for IG, it has got to have those shoes. And also, make sure you look and check out my website, covermebold.com. You will be able to view a lot of good information about what Cover Me Bold is doing and where it is going and what is exciting with domestic violence. So make sure you check out those videos, you shop, it's a platform where you can do everything. It's a one-stop shop. You'll be inspired.
For sure.
For clothing, and then it's a little spiritual part of that segment where you can praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
And my socks, Cover Me Bold, they are pink and blue, pink and black. They're multicolor, and part of my proceeds goes towards domestic violence. So be sure to shop there and also book me to be your fashion creative stylist.
Yes. Isn't she amazing?
Thank you.
Cover Me Bold, y'all. So our color, you didn't tell them about our color.
Oh, wow, I forgot. So now we're going to start doing segments about color. So we talk periodically during the week about, how we're going to do things and how the show is going to go. So we were talking yesterday, and I was like, man, I think I'm going to wear blue. She was like, I'm wearing blue too. We didn't plan it, so don't think we planned it, but blue is our color for this segment, and blue represents royalty.
Yes.
And it's a warm, vibrant color. So doesn't she look fabulous in this blue dress that she's wearing? I'm so excited to see you in blue. You look fabulous.
You got me blushing. Cut it out.
That's what it's about. We are supposed to,
yes.
Vibe off each other, and we shine. You shine, I shine.
That's right.
We all shine together.
That's
so
right.
Blue is the color. So whenever you think of blue on this week, think of royalty. And also, blue is the color of my logo, and I didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
But blue is royalty. Don't forget that. You are royalty, and don't you ever forget it.
Absolutely. Everybody, thank you for being here. We're super excited about today. My name is Fanny Dillingham. I am the founder of Create Your World. It's a health and wellness organization that focuses on the mind, body, and soul being healthy, just all around health. Some of you may know my story. I used to weigh almost 300 pounds, and I lost a ton of weight. And I turned myself into a business. I started teaching people how to lose weight, and then I said, okay, well, check this out. This can turn into a business. I was doing it for free because I was, my journey was long. It was hard, and I wanted to inspire other people. When they wanted to know how to do it, I was just like giving it away. But I said, wait a minute now. You can get paid for this.
Yeah, you did.
You can get paid for this, y'all. My journey was a long one, and it was a hard one. It was a rough one, but I'm so grateful for it because it was because of that journey that I learned how to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Without going through the fad diets. I did all the fad diets. I did those things, and I kept gaining the weight back. It wasn't until I learned how to do it the traditional way, fruits and vegetables, grains and beans, to be the majority of the things that I, was supposed to consume, that I learned how to keep the weight and maintain it at a healthy weight. And then I was able to pour that into other people. So I'm really thankful for that.
And
journey.
I was one of them. As if y'all didn't know, we tell you this story, but her products is amazing. I live by them and I still take them today. That spirulina and that protein, y'all better get some of that stuff. It's good for you, especially with, the pandemic or the COVID that's going on. It's a good source for your immune system.
Absolutely. Through the journey of health and learning how to eat, I was able to develop a product line of detox waters. And so this one right here, this is a favorite, the pineapple lemonade, y'all. They have so many names for these waters. So you can get these waters detox or non-detox. And what these waters do is a lot of people get them because they help suppress their appetite, but they also love the way that they taste. They're full of antioxidants. Yes, full of antioxidants. Natural disease-fighting properties are in here. You have ginger, you have lemon, you have mint, you have coconut water, you have pineapple. You just have an array of deliciousness.
A through Z.
It's so good. Some people use it because they have issues with having bowel movements. It can send you to the bathroom immediately or within 24 hours. But you can get this in the non-detox version as well. So you don't have to, it's not just catering to people that want to lose weight. It also helps people with inflammation. It's helping people that have skin issues, brighten their skin, bringing a glow to your skin. You'll see acne clearing up with consistency. We need to eat.
Consistency is the key.
Yes, absolutely, because what we put in is what comes out. So it's not just about the food. We have to be clean here too. We have to be healthy in the mind. So through my online fitness program, the CYW 30-Day Shred, I'm your fitness coach. You can sign up at createyourworld.org, and I'll teach you a lot of these things that I'm talking about here today, because I'm what they say, I'm not only a member, I'm not only a client, I'm the client too, but I'm that thing. So I live by these, and then you can also get them in the bottle form. And in the bottle, this is the strawberry lemonade, another favorite, but you can just drink this one straight down. This one, you can eat the fruits and vegetables out of it as your drink. It's phenomenal. I have a powder line too, where you can get your nutrients. So we have like the CYW protein, and this protein has an herb in it. Well, it has some herbs in there that will they help with your focus. They help boost libido if you're having issues in the bedroom. CYW protein is something that can get you there. Men and women can set it off for you. You can set it off the natural way if you like.
The natural way.
You can do it the natural way. These CYW proteins, this is pretty powerful. It'll take your workout to the next level. You can find out more about these at createyourworld.org. And I also have, I don't have my other one with me today, but this is the detox. It's the same as the jars and the powders. If the jars and the bottles, if you want to use it for weight loss reasons, you put it in your water, you put it in your juice, put it in your smoothie, or you can put it, no, you can't put it in the detox. The other one I was going to tell you about, but it has the same benefits as the detox, losing the weight and all those other things. But then I have one that's called CYW Greens, and that one has a ton of next level, like if you're trying to burn the midnight oil, if you don't want to drink coffee, this right here will take you there. It gives you a ton of energy, but it also has that weight loss component too, because it has some powerful ingredients, which are spirulina, which is a blue-green algae that's just full of iron. If you're anemic, you can drink it. It'll help boost your red blood cell count, because as you know, a lot of people are anemic. Right now I'm giving you your nutrition.
Yes.
So a lot of people are anemic, and with anemia, you have a low red blood cell count. Our red blood cells are responsible for carrying oxygen through our blood, and so that's why you may have cold hands, cold feet. You have that friend that's always cold. Tell them to go get their iron check. Go get their iron check, and sometimes the doctor will put you on iron supplements, and that's fine, but you can also shop at createyourworld.org and get your CYW Greens, which has a natural source of iron, and the spirulina is an herb that you can, I don't know the milligrams on it, the dosage, that you should have. That's something you would have to get from your doctor. But you can shop there with me, or you can find some on your own. You can get it through kale. You can get it through spinach. Just look for iron-rich foods if you are anemic. Yeah. You can also get some clothes. I have apparel. I have sweatshirts. I have t-shirts. But you go to createyourworld.org, and for your health and wellness needs, I'm happy to help you, and I can be your super fitness, soon-to-be fitness coach, hopefully.
Yes.
But yes, we're happy to have you here.
And
Thank
just
you.
Because I periodically I'm looking down at my phone so I can see some of the comments that people are making. Mm-hmm. So Kevin wanted to know, how can he get some products?
Okay.
So
hey Kevin.
Thank you for watching and tuning in to Fashion Meets Fitness, and Fanny can tell you how to get those products.
Well, Kevin, I'm happy to help you, and I'm very excited that you are getting in front of that. One of the most attractive things people can do is take care of their health. Yes. So I'm happy to serve you. You can go right over to createyourworld.org, and there's a lot of information there. You can just go right on, see what works for you, and then I'll be in contact with you for your order.
Okay. So without further ado, thank you guys again for tuning in and listening to what we do individually and what we are starting to do togetherness with Fashion Meets Fitness. So without further ado, Fanny, I would like for you to introduce our guest.
Wow. So
I know you guys have been waiting.
Y'all, we got to
Did y'all get those pen and pencils?
I'm trying to tell you. Because, baby, when I tell you.
Baby,
look, I'm excited. Okay, so I love the guests that we've had. We've had some phenomenal guests.
Yes, we have. We have.
I hope I'm not making Rashada nervous because I'm so excited because, y'all, I've been following her on social media for a while, and this woman is a phenomenal teacher. She has been putting her foot down when it comes to financial literacy and what we need to know in regards to life insurance. You know, I know that people fall on hard times. We go through things. We have to start these, asking people for money to help when we have loved ones pass. Mm-hmm. But Rashada has been teaching for quite a while the importance of life insurance, the kind to get, how to create generational wealth. She's a realtor. She is a rock star in the finance industry. And she's a woman.
She's a woman.
Oh my God.
African-American woman.
And y'all, and she flies. So that part. She is fly.
Yes.
So without further ado, y'all, please welcome Miss Rashada Blanchard-Jones.
Thank you so much.
Rashada.
So I just noticed that my phone is on me. You know how it's not broadcasting public. So should we fix that? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
We should fix
okay,
that.
let me fix it.
Okay.
So we're gonna pause real quick.
Y'all, let's play Hangman. No, I'm just playing.
So we can talk about
y'all like our banner?
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see.
I am so excited about this banner, y'all. It's beautiful.
You can't hardly see it because we had to scoot in. But tell them what it says, Cynthia.
Okay, so it says I can read it from our cards. Remember, we have cards as well. So our retractable banner says Fashion Meets Fitness with Fanny and Cynthia, a platform where successful entrepreneurs share their stories, and it gives our social media handles, which we're on Facebook, we're on IG, and we have an email. So we're going to pause just to tell you, if you are interested in appearing on Fashion Meets Fitness, please don't hesitate to email us at fashionmeetsfitness1@gmail.com. And we have been getting a lot of people that want to share their story with our platform. So we thank you guys for emailing us and wanting to come on. We will definitely get back to you with the dates you're welcome, that the dates that you are interested in. So keep them coming.
Did you share your social media information?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. You can find me on all social media platforms under Create Your World LLC. Okay, Rashada.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Hi.
Hey, y'all. Okay, Rashada about to teach us She's about to teach us. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm
Okay.
excited about this.
So tell us what you do.
So I actually I teach people the rules of the money game,
Mm-hmm.
by showing them how to make, save, and protect their money using life insurance.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna come sign up with you. I'm coming to sign up. I'm a new client.
Mhm.
What are you gonna ask me?
Now, are we having a conversation about life insurance? Or
Life insurance.
So the conversation would simply be about if you already know about life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lead with education.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. A lot of, when I was coming up, I always used to see individuals that didn't look like us
Mm-hmm.
knocking on my grandparents' door,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the issue is, I shouldn't say issue. Yes, I am. The issue with that is they preyed upon our people.
Yes.
They truly preyed upon our people. And so when they sat down to, get them to purchase life insurance, they didn't educate them.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we end up having is a bunch of individuals that, passed on, and you had a bunch of families that were looking for life insurance,
Mhm,
to be paid out. But there was no life insurance. It expired at some point. And it left a bad taste in our community's mouth when it comes to life insurance. So we have this stigmatism of, oh, it's a scam, it's this and it's that. So I lead with education.
Okay.
I want people to understand the different type of policies that were out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem wasn't that our people had life insurance and they were being, it wasn't the fact that they were getting a life insurance from individuals that didn't look like us.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was we didn't know the right questions to ask
That's why she's here.
when it came to life
Y'all
insurance.
make sure that you're putting your questions in the chat. Not the chat, on the, what's it called?
Comment.
Yeah, comment.
Mm-hmm.
Comment with your questions because we're gonna get up to see what you're asking too.
Mhm.
Okay.
So explain. I heard you say we were not educated on the different types of insurance policies. So can you explain what's the difference between the different policy? I know there's a term and then there's a whole life.
Mhm.
So explain to us what's the difference.
So there's quite a few different type of policies.
Okay.
So you have term, you have ROP, which is one that a lot of people don't even know about,
Mhm.
which is return of premium.
Okay.
So it's like a term policy, but you get your money back at the end of the term. And then there's
How?
permanent. So
Right, because I didn't know
I
about
got some
ROP.
questions. Wait a minute. Let's see the questions because I just about to get juicy. I feel it. What we got on here? No questions yet? No questions yet? Okay. Y'all come on with those questions. I know you got something to ask.
Yeah.
Because she just said we better get some money back.
yeah, okay. So
ROP.
let me stay with term. So
Okay.
term insurance goes anywhere from 10 to 30 years.
Okay.
And what that simply means is that if someone gets a policy, they get it more than likely because it's affordable. The
Mhm.
downside is that it does expire,
Yes.
right? So 10 to 30 years. So let's just say a person had a $100,000 20-year term insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
That policy goes for the 20 years. So they're paying they should be paying the exact same amount for the whole 20 years.
Yes.
Now, if they die within that 20 years, their beneficiary receives that $100,000 in this example.
Yes.
But if they outlive the 20 years, it expires.
That sucks.
It just goes away.
What's the benefit of having that?
It's affordable.
It's very affordable.
I have term.
Mhm.
But then you want to live past 30.
That's the plan, but everybody doesn't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, so the cap seems too early. Like, they don't have any affordable.
So here's the thing with term insurance. Because me personally, I have 3 term policies and 2 permanent policies
Mhm.
for myself.
Yes.
So I have 2 kids at home. I have a 16-year-old and a 9-year-old. She'll be 10. And the thing with that is my insurable need is higher because I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
So if something should happen to me, my kids are sorry, I have a gum. My kids are dependent upon my income.
Right.
So if something happens to me before my kids become adults, now that money goes back to them.
Okay.
Now, after 20 years, my kids will be out of the house. They're no longer dependent upon my income.
Right.
And so that term insurance could be for that purpose and that purpose
Got it.
alone.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
why people would get term insurance.
Okay.
And
And
so
you said you have multiple ones.
yeah, I have 3 term policies.
Why?
Well, I got to purchase a term policy when I bought a home
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because if something were to happen to me, I don't want all of the insurance money to just pay for my burial, pay for my home, and then nothing else is for my kids. So I have a term policy specifically for my home.
Okay.
And I have a term policy for my vehicles.
That's so smart.
Yes, that's
Y'all
very
make sure
smart.
she has
Yeah.
3 term
Yeah.
policies.
And then here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that you should have carriers where you're able to use that insurance in life. It's called living benefits.
Living benefits.
Where there's terminal, chronic, critical, or even critical injury in some cases. So if something were to happen where, let's just say terminal illness, 12 to 24 months to live, you're out of there, right? Or chronic illness where you're unable to use 2 to 6 of your daily functions, like toileting or bathing.
Okay.
Or even stroke, heart attack, something like that. You're able to access up to 90% of your face amount, and the amount that you're able to access is just dependent upon the severity of what you have going on. So I'll give you ladies a perfect example. In the business that I'm in, I have a business partner, Christian, and he may be watching this, or somebody may be watching this. But Christian's mom got a small $50,000 policy to support him in a business. 2 months into having that policy, she found out she had breast cancer. So they were able to call the insurance company and get a $40,000 check for her. She's perfectly fine at this point.
Wow.
So it came in handy. Another example is another friend that may be watching this, Kenya and Dustin Frampton, individuals that I'm in business with. Dustin actually had a stroke on June 12th of last year. 38 years old, doesn't drink or smoke, had a stroke. They were able to call the insurance company and get a multiple 6-figure check.
Wow.
He's perfectly fine now.
Okay, quick question. So where can people start finding out where you are? So, because y'all, as you can see, she says she leads with education. And right now, I'm not even looking at y'all. I'm looking at her. I'm like, what else what? Okay, where can people start learning more about you? Because while you're on here, we want you to be like, go and look her up so you can start getting.
Yeah, absolutely. So my social media tags, I'm Rashada Blanchard-Jones on Facebook, and I'm Rashada Blanchard on Instagram. I'm like real, just DM me. Slide in my DM, and I respond. Like, that's just who I am. I have different people that I work with that'll respond sometime on my behalf, but I'm gonna be the one to call you.
Okay. So you see that she's tagged on Cynthia's, on mine, and so that's how you can find her. Where we going next?
So I was talking about ROP real quick.
Yes. Okay.
So ROP is the same thing as like a term policy, but at the end of the term, remember how we don't get anything back for regular term. But with ROP, you actually get everything that you've paid into it back. That's another beautiful option for home ownership. Another beautiful so you can, if someone, I show people how to pay off their home in 20 years versus 30 years using an ROP. As a realtor.
Are you guys listening to this good information? I'm sitting here like...
I promise I'll have my pen and my paper. And I'm just like, okay, I got to go back to her website because I remember...
It's excellent information. You got, like, I'm telling you, when you figure out what the wealthy have been doing with life insurance, for me, it was one of those things like, these people know something that we just don't know.
Yes.
And when I learned the rules of the money game,
researching, what we as a people fail to do, we don't want to
lack of knowledge.
Yes, they always say if you want a black man not to know something, put it
in the book.
Yes, and we're trying to change that.
We got the book open.
We got it open.
We're definitely gonna change.
And this is one of our resources here. To get us to change how we think.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure. I'm sweating this weather. Y'all got me up here sweating. I should put on some baby powder or something.
You got it though. You got it. Like this is what we've been waiting on. We've been, like you said, so royalty money movement.
Yes. Royalty money movement.
How cold is her? They got name cold.
And then we got on blue, which
I
blue
know.
means royalty. Oh my God.
That's why I told you should have told me. I would have put on royalty. I would have.
You know what?
You look fabulous in your green and black, honey.
You got green on.
Yes,
what is it?
We all about color.
My mentor, he's the Money Smart movement, and his color is like that green. Everything is green. It's like everything a sea of green.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
How'd you come up with that name?
So actually, my mom came up with the name, and my mom. So my company is my mom, myself, and my husband.
Okay.
So we're the three people on the paperwork, and we were just thinking like this is a movement that needs to depict us.
Yes, absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know that my whole purpose of doing everything that I do is to rebuild Black Wall Street.
Come on.
That's
Yes.
the whole purpose.
I've been waiting on you to say it. I'm like, I ain't gonna say it. I can't wait for her to say it, y'all. That just makes me excited.
That's my true passion.
It's happening.
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's happening.
Like the groundwork is going to happen. Like when I say the ground, I'm talking about the buildings because we're buying back the whole foundation of it. It's gonna happen like within the next 18 months.
Wow.
Within the next 18 months.
Yes.
Like that's the movement that we're on. But the whole royalty money movement, when I think of royalty, I think of kingship and queenship.
Mm-hmm.
And so we embody that. Everybody that I'm in business with, we embody that. Like we're true queens. We're walking in our excellence.
Yes.
To educate people and just understanding the money movement aspect of it. We need economic development. We need financial literacy, and that's the only way that we're really going to come from where we are to where we're going. And so it made so much sense when she came up with it, and she actually came up with the logo. So we sent it somewhere, for the guy to do his little finishing touches on it. But my mom came up with all of that.
Awesome. Your mom is awesome.
Yeah, she is.
Look, when I grew up and she was working 3 jobs. She was working 3. She's always been an individual where we never went without because she never lacked. She never lacked. She was never a lazy individual.
Yeah. So it was passed on down to you.
Look at
It's
you.
in the bloodline.
And my baby over there, I'm telling y'all, she's a true hustler herself.
Really?
What does she do?
You gotta
Every-
start
oh, you
and
got
train them.
Somebody in your family's doing lip gloss. I saw.
So I have my niece who does lip gloss, and then my little cousin does lip gloss. That's the new fad, but it's all in the in the bloodline of entrepreneurship.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yes. So we have the term the ROP. So I heard you say that you can at the end of the ROP that you can take money. So is that the only one that you can borrow from?
So the ROP is you're just getting your premium back. So everything. So perfect example. If a person had a 20-year return of premium plan and they were paying $50 for it, at the end of 20 years they would get a check for $12K back because the $50 for 20 years is $12K.
Yeah.
A little bit extra because of the interest.
Okay.
But then you have permanent insurance. So a lot of people are familiar with whole life, but whole life is a type of permanent insurance. And the reason why people are saying like whole life is because it was the first type of permanent insurance that came out. But there's so many other plans. Whole life is actually, at this point, in my opinion, like the old insurance.
The old insurance.
It's the old insurance. So you have fixed, you have universal life insurance. Obviously, you have variable, you have index.
What's universal, variable, and index?
So index, perfect example. Index, you have a death benefit, which means that if someone dies, someone gets a benefit. With the carriers that we work with, there's that living benefit, which means that if you get sick or injured, and with some of the carriers, then you're able to access money from your death benefit. So you're able to accelerate your death benefit.
Okay.
And then there's that cash bucket that's going to give you, in some cases, 5 to 11% of interest at the end of each year.
Sweet.
And so that's what you're talking about, where you're able to pull from. You're able to pull from this cash bucket.
Okay.
So it's like having a savings plan attached to a life insurance.
So is it like with I know now if you're over 40 it's kind of hard to get insurance. So I've had my policy for some years now. So if I choose to switch over, you know how you have to, they give you physicals and do all that. So going forward, would I buy into the ROP? Or because I'm quite naturally, I wouldn't buy into another term because I still have more years left on that term.
I know, right?
So you definitely pay for it. The thing is you haven't lost anything.
Right.
Like you've had it. the term insurance has served its purpose for what it, is what it's for. It has covered you for that term.
Okay.
So there's no money that's going into anything. So there's essentially, if you were to switch a policy to a policy that had living benefits, you would just be getting, upgrading your coverage. You wouldn't be losing anything.
Okay.
And so insurance is, you pay for insurance, where you get insurance based on your age and your health. And so obviously it's more expensive the older you are.
Yes.
But I mean, we've got my grandparents' coverage. They're in their 70s.
Wow.
I have a young lady, or I'm calling her a young lady, but one of my business partners, Satrina, we just sat down with a mother, or a lady that was getting her 84-year-old grandmother some coverage. So, I mean,
how does that go? Like, so what is the, like, does it end up being like a really expensive policy?
It is on an expensive side.
Okay.
For older people. So typically what we do for someone that age is a final expense.
What does that mean?
A final expense is just money for burial. To make sure that there's enough to bury them, so that it doesn't fall on
someone, the
on
family.
GoFundMe. GoFundMe or chicken dinners and fish dinners being sold.
I told y'all Rashada was gonna say it. I was like, I ain't gonna say it. I knew she was gonna.
It's not the new life insurance, you guys. It is not.
It's not. This is some good some excellent information.
We need to know this.
Yes,
we absolutely.
Because it is so the norm to throw it out there. Like, man, so and so passed away. Start a GoFundMe. Hold on.
Right.
And GoFundMe takes money off the top.
Yes.
People
like
don't realize that.
Else.
They take money off, and it's just allowing your loved ones to die with dignity.
Exactly.
Like, who wants their face to be a charity case?
And then they put everything on social media.
Everything.
So,
And you're talking about a monthly premium for something that's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
We all have an expiration date. Why not be prepared for it? I mean, I don't want to go, but I don't want my family to have to eat the cost.
Exactly. I had posted on my Facebook the other day, and I don't mean to get off topic, but
this is great.
It's so interesting, because if I had like $1 for every time I hear from our communities, I just want enough to bury me, because I ain't trying to make my kids rich.
Why?
If I had $1 for every time our people say that, y'all, I would be rich.
Yeah.
I would already be rich.
Why
I'm on my way, but
why do we say that? Why do we say that?
Just, I don't know, like this concept of
they don't know knowledge. They don't know the benefits of really having insurance, because
but to say that you don't want your children to get rich, that's kind of like the crab in the barrel mentality gone way back. Like it's the
and in the same breath, I love my kids. I would do anything for my kids.
And I'm not gonna leave them.
But I ain't trying to make them rich. Just give me $10,000, enough to bury me. Like, really?
So I only want to pay $10 a month.
Well, it could be, and I'm just being devil's advocate. Maybe that's all they can afford at that time.
But I don't want to make my kids rich.
But I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But that's a misconception as well, though, because for some, let's think about it like this: if a person is like 30 years old, for $25 a month, they could get a 30-year policy. They can get a few $100,000 of coverage.
You made a post about $1 million. Come on,
$1 million.
I don't want to mess it up.
And that was term insurance.
Okay,
that was term insurance. But I mean, it's not expensive to get term insurance.
Tell us about the post, Rashada.
So I posted something about how much are you referring to
being a millionaire?
Oh, the net worth. So a lot of people don't know that your net worth is actually, you take into consideration how much life insurance that you have.
Yeah.
So if I have $1 million coverage, I'm worth $1 million. And people don't know that.
Yeah.
So get you $1 million policy, and your net worth is now $1 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that me?
No, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's rewind just a little bit, because we jumped right in and started asking you a million questions
about
that's
insurance.
good.
So you were doing something before insurance. So 2 questions: what were you doing before you got into this field, and what was that spark? What got you here?
So I was doing real estate,
Okay.
and I'm still doing real estate.
Okay.
So I'm a realtor. I'm with Compass Realty. I don't know if you guys know Candace Payne.
Yes, the lady,
the one who put all the homeless people up.
Yeah, I've been to
So
her
I'm
office.
I mean,
I may have seen you. She had game night one.
I don't know if I was there.
Okay,
at the game
yeah,
night.
it was.
I think I missed it.
What did she do?
But she put all of the homeless people during the polar vortex.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm with her brokerage. So it was
Okay,
fifth group, and they
awesome.
merged with Compass.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's the real estate brokerage that I'm with. But I got involved into real estate literally to cut the middleman out of my deals and my brother's deals.
Yeah.
Mainly so my brother's deals. Shout out to my brother because he's doing some amazing things on the real estate side. Ron Blanchard. A lot of people know him as Ron Joe.
Okay.
But I got involved, right. So I got involved mainly to cut the middleman out of his deals. And I never wanted to be a agent, a realtor. I never wanted to be a realtor. And I posted that I had my license on social media, Facebook as a matter of fact, and just got all of these individuals in my inbox asking me if I could show them how to purchase a home.
Wow.
And so I fell into the role of being an agent because I understood that there was a need for individuals that look like you and I to understand how easily obtaining home ownership was.
Yes.
And so in falling in that, that role, I was cultivating different relationships with different lenders, working with one lender over at Guaranteed Rate. Shameless plug, Nina, that's my girl. And so she and I were conversing, and her cousin slid in my inbox. And the conversation was similar to, has anyone ever showed you how to make money in between closings? So as corny as that sounds, right?
It's not corny.
It really isn't.
It got my
I'm
attention.
telling you, it really isn't though. It sounds a little corny, but it really isn't because a lot of people don't realize that everybody wants to be a realtor. When you ask somebody, what's your plan to create wealth? Oh, I'm gonna get into real estate or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people don't understand there is a lot of months that you go without money as a realtor.
I can imagine.
And so when he said that, I was like, okay, I'll come and hear you out. Went to an office in Oak Brook and had a conversation with this young man, Victor Landor, and his wife, Anna Landor. And they just simply asked me some questions. They led with education. And part of that education was like, when does life insurance pay out? And so me, like so many other people, was like, when someone dies, when someone dies, and they just began to just really pour into me and just help me understand that while we as minorities continue to think that life insurance is just about death, the wealthy knows different.
Yeah.
So the wealthy are, like I said, using life insurance to protect their health and their wealth and to accumulate tax-free money. And so for me, when I started learning all of this, it was evident to me that I was going to combine both of these industries, real estate and life insurance, to show people not only how to build their physical homes, but also how to build their financial homes.
Nice.
And I started this whole crusade. It wasn't until maybe 8 months into doing this.
She left her cape in the back, y'all.
What
I
happened?
said you started this crusade because I'm telling you, you coming through on some saving type.
Thank you. So I started this crusade, and it wasn't until like maybe 8 months after that I was like, this industry is very lucrative. Like this has been the best kept secret amongst people that don't look like us.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I got involved, and I was talking to my mom and my husband, and I'm like, I got involved into real estate. Like I said, wanted to just be on the investment side because I wanted to buy back the block. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have I was working at a durable medical supply company. I wasn't even making six figures. My husband was, but I wasn't, right? But I just knew that I had this passion that I wanted to buy back the block. I wanted to recreate Black Wall Street. I wanted to help our people. And so I started as an activist. Like I was out there marching, feet hurt, legs swollen. I went on a couple protests. I almost got arrested a couple of times. But that's neither here nor there. And then what it was for me is I came back to a town hall meeting after a protest. And I was so disappointed in the conversations that were being had at this town hall meeting, y'all. Like, it just reminded me that all of this protest and all of these people that were fighting to shut down the Taste of Chicago, all this extra stuff, it didn't change a thing about the state of mind that we were in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like conversations like, oh, I don't see you. I'm out south and I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm out west and I'm doing it. And it's like, we're just
still competing.
Why are we still competing? And I'm just like, we need economic development.
Yes.
We need to understand how money works.
Mm-hmm.
We need, this wealth gap for us is trending, downward.
Absolutely.
And so that's why I got involved into real estate. And this just came right on in, and it just made so much sense.
Right.
I was like, this is God's timing, and this is God just showing me that my purpose is bigger than me.
You
Yeah.
give me chills
I
because I know you
I
feel
know.
it. When you know what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing, it comes so naturally.
I'm telling you.
Because the way that you're speaking about this right now, it's like you speak this in
I
your
know.
sleep.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know.
And you
I
can
know.
tell it's her passion.
Yes.
And that's key. We always say, follow your passion.
Yes. If you gotta force it,
yes.
Yeah,
When it's your passion, it comes easy. It's like your baby, and I hear it in your voice. It exudes what you love, and especially what you believe in. Because we're not gonna go hard for stuff that we don't believe
Right,
in.
not at
So
all.
when you believe in it, and then it's almost like you wanna grab hold, you wanna pass it, like you instilled it into your children, like. We both have, we're instilled in our children, but at the same time, we have to show them something different,
right?
Because
And you have to do it with example, because we have a lot of lip service out here. A lot of people that, like you said, you're going there like, I didn't see you over here, I didn't see you over there. If we're busy being busy doing the work, then we wouldn't be so concerned with what the next person is doing, because we're staying on task.
Yes.
This person has their role, this person has their position. Mind your position. As they say, stay in your lane. Do everybody's not good at everything. And you can't be afraid to let this person have this role in things, because they're stronger here.
Yes.
Let them own that, and then you go and do what you're strong. We come together as a collective.
Absolutely.
That's your Black Wall Street.
Absolutely.
That's your Black Wall Street.
You said two important things. That was passion. Well, I'm reversing it, but first it's God.
Absolutely.
And then passion. And you're following both that. And I love this platform that you have, also just to educate us. I can't thank you enough for coming on our show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Give experience, your education. It's amazing.
And while we are very we want this education to be to every culture. It's not just about Black people, but because we are Black, and we do know where the need is within our culture, it's only natural that we try to put people in positions to feed the need, like she's doing right now. So it's not to exclude anyone, but we are more than excited that Rashada is a Black woman. Excited, like chills down my arms, Black woman. I'm so excited. We don't. I'd love to see us continue this celebration, and to infinity of what we're doing here. So you saw the need in the community. You see what's happening. Like, I know this is a loaded question, but how are we doing?
We're not doing well at all. Unfortunately, we're trending to have zero net worth as a people. Like
I feel like we doing better.
We got creative during the pandemic.
Okay.
We got very creative.
Okay.
And a lot of people, started looking outside of the norms, and started putting businesses together.
It's been a million LLCs pop up.
And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's the start.
Yes,
because
the
average business don't make real money until
the
years
third.
down. Yeah. So that's the start. So I'm hopeful.
Okay.
I'm very hopeful.
What do we need to improve?
We just need to stop having this.
Say it. Say it. I'm feeling on the tip of your tongue.
No, I'm not about to say anything too bad. I was just getting ready to say we need to stop trying to look like money and start, that's the biggest thing.
Yes.
And I'm like, how is it that we have zero, like we're trying to have zero net worth, but everybody look rich?
Yes.
It's a lot of rich looking people on social media.
It is.
I'm like, so either somebody lying or somebody lying.
But in fashion, let me say this.
Okay.
In the fashion world,
She like, hold on.
Because I like to look good,
Mm-hmm.
but I look
Like money.
I look like money, but it's on a lower scale.
Okay.
So, like I said before, I love to shop thrift.
Me too.
So if my first pair of red bottoms, for those who heard it already, I'm gonna say it again. That came from the thrift store. So I go.
Wait, what thrift store you go to?
Up north.
Girl,
Yes,
you
we have to know where
That's
to
living
shop.
money smart.
Yeah, exactly. So we as in fashion, we like to look good, but we look. I can speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go thrift. So somebody else that may not want these red bottoms anymore, I can go to the thrift and you find every name, the thrifts I go to, and I don't always shop on material, so people don't misconstrue, but I like nice things, and I've learned, because I like to shop in different places, I've learned how to do it smarter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go secondhand, I'm going to go consignment, and even
No, I'm
Walmart.
serious. Can you please send me that?
I sure can.
I'm so serious. Like, I tell people all the time when they first come on board, in business with me, like, you don't have to go and spend a whole lot of money on a suit
You
and all. You
don't.
go to the secondhand
You
store and look
can.
real nice.
Walmart,
But
Target.
I'm so serious about that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can look. I shares information.
Yeah.
I don't hold nothing back,
Okay.
because how you look in it is gonna be totally different. So I don't mind sharing the information, and girl, we can go together.
Okay. I'm down for that too.
And see, and with that, I love for people to look good. I really do. I get excited when
When
so
you look good,
when
you feel good.
right.
When
So
you
like you
feel
said,
good,
you don't
Yeah.
keep information because I want everybody to be feeling their
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
And I want to see this young man or this young lady, and I want to be like, oh, that I love giving compliments.
Yes.
When they're due.
When-
Yeah.
But I love it. I mean, so I'm all for us being popping.
Yeah.
Yes.
But of course, like you said, we have to have our finances in order.
Yeah.
We do.
It's just, it's all about just trying to please the next person versus,
Mhm.
like you said, you like to look good for yourself. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good.
Yes.
When you do good, it's all good,
Yeah,
right?
And you share. I
And
mean,
you should look good, but you don't have to. You don't have to go and spend $5,000 at the Gucci store,
Right.
And
not
your rent
knocking
late.
those that do, but
I mean, 'cause
come on,
if
let's
you-
use wisdom.
I'm knocking them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And
Well, you know, there are people out here that make so much money that the budget don't matter.
that's different.
Yes.
I'm not talking about those individuals. I'm not
Okay.
talking about the individuals that got it, or the individuals that, you know what, I've worked hard. I'm gonna treat myself to a Louis purse.
Yes.
Right.
That's not what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but if
I'm
you
talking
got
about you.
no
on
life
food
insurance.
stamps. Is it food stamps? I don't even know if that's
Right.
Link.
Link.
It's SNAP.
Snap.
Snap
See?
link.
Snap link.
EBT.
You the EBT,
Yes.
and you got to have a Gucci purse. Like
Yes.
that's not living
It don't
smart
match.
at
It
all.
doesn't match.
It
Yes.
does not match your life.
Make it
And
match.
then on top of that, no insurance policy. And then you go on social media and you do a GoFundMe page. I got you.
Yeah,
I'm with that too.
that's my biggest thing.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm all for like you said, I'm all for looking good, but we just have to do better at prioritizing.
Right.
Yes.
Prioritizing
So do you
things.
offer that kind of program to people? Like, oh, okay, let me just jump straight to it. I want some classes, tutorials. Like, when is the webinar? When is Rashada's this?
This university, we already got somebody
Rashada,
doing the
yes.
university to teach people how to do web design and all of that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we need a university from you.
I'm gonna put it together.
You need
Yes.
to.
I'm gonna put it together.
Because I mean, y'all for real, put in the comments if you would.
I'm not a financial advisor.
She's
I
not,
have
but
to
she
say
know
that.
she know enough. To
I'm
get
an
us
agent.
in.
I'm an insurance agency owner. I
Yeah.
own my own insurance company, and I'm a realtor.
Okay.
I'm not a financial advisor by any means.
But
I have to say that.
Okay, Rashada. You know a lot about finance.
I know a lot about finances as it relates to what 90% of Americans do
Okay.
and what they don't do as it relates to life insurance.
Okay.
And what we could do as it relates to life insurance to help us.
Okay.
So the biggest thing that I've learned with life insurance is that, or with money period, is that it's one thing to make money. It's something completely different to be able to keep your money. And a lot of people don't keep money because they don't understand how to beat inflation, and they don't know how to they don't understand how to have tax avoidance or to reduce their taxes.
You know this stuff is you teaching this.
Yeah.
Stuff
But this is all life insurance. That's the thing.
But it's life. But it's still finance.
Okay.
So what's
I
the
teach people the rules of the money game.
how to financially find the money game. So with real estate, like they're saying this is the best market to buy in. What's give us an overview of what's happening right now.
Oh, it's a seller's market.
Okay.
It's definitely a seller's market. So if you have a home that you want to you want to sell, more than likely you'll sell it very quickly.
Okay. Why is that?
It's just not a there's a seller. So basically, there's a seller's market. There's not a lot of inventory. So people are looking to purchase homes in this market. The interest rates are very low for buyers. And so people are looking to purchase homes. And unfortunately, because there's not a lot of inventory, the demand is like, oh my God, if I put my house on the market, it's flying like pancakes.
And
You know?
I ain't even
people
found
looking
no
at-
place to live.
Exactly.
Why is everybody moving? Like, why is everything like so? What's happening?
I don't know. I honestly don't
Because every
know.
time I look up, somebody is posting their new. I know that people don't know, but it's like happening like
Well,
that.
people are moving out of Chicago and Illinois because the taxes are so freaking high.
Okay.
Yes.
California, you know, people are moving out of California because of the taxes are so high.
as
So
well.
that has a lot to do with a lot.
Okay.
You know, when it comes to, people wanting to move around when it comes to home ownership. The taxes are extremely high.
Okay.
Right. And they're just constantly going up.
Okay.
It's just different developments.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're gonna take a pause real quick. I know we fed you guys a lot of good information about what Rashada.
Mm-hmm.
I always get them R's. I did that with Rashada too. Rashada is doing. So if you guys have any questions, comments that you want to ask Rashada, I do have my phone handy so I can see if you guys posted any comments or questions.
And the only reason I got red bottoms is because my husband bought them. I would have never bought them. I'll be honest.
Why not?
I'm kidding. I actually
Yes.
got red bottoms, but I would have never bought my first pair of red bottoms until my husband bought them.
Absolutely.
Why
I
not?
would have never. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like I'm just not into
You're
designer
not into it.
like
Yeah,
that.
I'm-
Right?
Well, they are gorgeous.
Yeah, so when I bought that
you.
first pair for $75, I knew I wasn't going cold. I mean, going out there
So-
spending $700 on the first pair.
So you do
So-
have a question, Rashada. So it says,
Okay.
when I purchased my first home, I'm doing that ROP. Okay. Okay. Well, it wasn't a question. It was just, I guess,
A statement.
A
That's
statement.
good. That ROP is awesome.
Yeah,
And there's another book. There's a book too that I would recommend if you're looking to purchase a home called Miss Fortune 101. MISSED. Fortune 101. And it talks about a lot of strategies
Okay.
to be able to leverage your home like the wealthy do to create wealth for yourself
Okay.
using life insurance. So
This is very, I promise you, it's so much good information that I told you I'm over here like,
Me too. I'm going to
do
go
I
back
want
and
to write
No,
or
I
do
know
I
because I'm
want to
going to
go?
go back and look at the interview because I know I'm going to hit you with some questions. You said Black Wall Street is happening within the next 18 months.
yeah, the next 18 months.
What does that mean?
What that means is that, I can't really say a whole lot about it. I can't say a
Because I
whole-
was still like, how to ask, but I want to know.
I can't say a whole lot. I mean, I am from K-Town. I'm
Okay.
from the west side of Chicago, K-Town. I'm from Cosner,
I know
Adams.
y'all West Side.
Yes,
like
yes.
K-Town. I know y'all excited.
So there's some things that I've been in talks with a few different people that are also looking, because it's so crazy how God sends you a vision, and then everybody
Come
that He
on.
sends
Come on, you
around you,
talking.
like it. I'm telling y'all, like everybody that I've been working with, they have a similar vision,
Yeah,
and that is just so amazing. It's just
because
You're friends with Andrea, Nate Drain.
Yep.
And Andrea, if you don't know her, Andrea about to build a school, y'all.
yes. So I actually met Andrea through
Congratulations.
Jamesia Hall.
Okay.
You know Jamesia?
Yeah, and I just seen her
Okay.
on social media. Yeah.
So Jamisi and I are in business together. We're actually we work in real estate at the same brokerage, and she's in business with me.
Okay.
She's getting ready to be an agency owner as of January 1st.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so how long has she been working with you before?
She's been like really in the business probably now for the last 8 months, like seriously into it.
Wow.
So yeah,
and the agency owner, what does that mean?
She'll own her own insurance agency.
Check that out. Congratulations,
Yeah.
girl.
Congratulations,
Yes,
Jamie.
yes.
Yeah.
But like I was telling y'all about Andrea, she's going to open up this trade school, and it's gonna be geared towards is it all male or male and female?
You know, I'm not sure. I don't know Andrea personally. I know that she's a client of Jamisia's, and I've met her through Jamisia, but I don't like know her personally. Like we communicate, you know, on social media, but I don't know her personally like that.
But like she said, this Black Wall Street is happening, and she's one of the people that's going to be there opening this trade school. I think 18 to 45, some age range, but it's going to be teaching these trades. You know, the goal is to repurpose Harper High School.
Yeah, I saw
you
that.
know, her where she graduated from. But like you said, we're all connecting to the people that are making it happen right here before our eyes.
Yeah.
So can you explain to those, not to cut you off, who don't know, what is building Black Wall? What does it consist of? Because I've heard the term. I have, you know, some understanding, but can you explain to those who, you know,
the history behind that?
Yes,
absolutely, absolutely. So it's for me, rebuilding it. The New Age Black Wall Street is just simply put, just recreating a community that's for us and by us. Everything, like every single thing, where we have our schools where we teach our kids what we want to teach our kids. And not this old system, because the things that we're teaching in schools is the same things that they were teaching when my grandmother was in school, and that's a problem.
It is a problem.
That's a huge problem. And so
because so much has changed since then.
And even in the pandemic, you've learned with remote learning that they had to take they went a year back almost. And so if you're not at home teaching your children on your own, they're going to be behind. Because the teachers, because we lost so much time, we had to start over because we didn't know. But I'm even looking at like my 8-year-old son. They're doing basic math. And the math that he's doing, he was doing in kindergarten.
Wow.
But the even more messed up part is there are children in his class that are struggling
with the basic math.
With the basic math.
Wow.
So if you don't do your work on, like you said, teaching our own, we know that more is needed, but we can't go into other people's school systems and tell them how things should be done. We have to create our own. So just the school system, just teaching things, not from the daycare, from daycare to the high school to college, just teaching things that people can use. Absolutely.
You know, I don't. When was I ever using calculus? Like, when was I?
I didn't. And you made my eyeballs cross.
Man,
Had me in there scared to death.
Geometry. I mean, I get it. But just teach me how to count some money. Teach me how to manage my money. Teach me how to bring back home ec and bring back wood shopping and things like that people actually need. Can use. You know, all this extra BS that's going on. It's just, you know, that, and then a mental health facility. Right? Because we are in as a people, we've been through some trauma. Some serious trauma. And so we need that. And it needs to start on a ground level with these babies.
And it does. And we've been through so much trauma, and then they're locking up so many people that have mental issues. They're getting put in jail when they really need medical help.
Assistance. Absolutely.
They need therapy, not to be locked up. And so they get locked up for all this time, and they're still not healed, and then they get released back into society
to do it again.
That's why these are all the more reasons why we need to have our own, because nobody knows what our culture needs better than us. And so we can't expect for somebody to come and save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to save our own. And that's why we're doing Fashion Meets Fitness. Like, that's the title of the show. But the premise of what we're doing is to highlight the people that are making moves in our community, in our culture, just so that you can be inspired to do the same. So not everybody is looking to be a business owner. That's fine. But you can certainly have some takeaways from this conversation and go talk to your friends and your family about life insurance. Let me friend Rashada Blanchard-Jones right now. And just, you can start with basic questions. It doesn't have to be where you had to remember what ROP means. Don't be embarrassed. Don't sit back and
we don't know everything.
We're all here learning.
I'm still learning.
And that's why she does what she does, because she wants to educate us. So please trust and believe we will never bring anybody on here that wants to hoard information, that wants to compete and, afraid that the next insurance person may hear her. I know that's not what this is about. We're about uplifting and elevation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
breaking generational curses, as they say.
There it is.
Yes,
there
that's
it is.
definitely it.
That's exactly what it
some
is.
of us, and I hear the common theme. A lot of us are saying we're going to be the first entrepreneurs. We're going to be the first person to break this. Folks' lights getting cut off and gas getting cut off. A lot of us have experienced that in childhood. We can't keep going through this.
Right. Broke, ran in my family on where it runs out.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. That's why I tell people often, they say, well, diabetes runs in my family. No, it does not. Unhealthy eating habits run in your family. Broke mindset runs in your family.
Right.
Yeah.
You where it run out.
Yes.
You are where it runs out.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
That's the change.
Rashada, what are 3 words you can use to describe yourself? And why?
A servant leader.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That's it. A servant leader. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. So,
I heard you.
Yeah, if I'm not at the end of the day, I can sit up here and I can talk about how well my life is going. I can talk about, how my kids have this.
Who's going to be the president? I'm not voting because, it's already rigged. They already knew who they were going to put in and put in place. Okay. Fine. We know this already.
Over it. Oh,
we know this. But it's something so much more major that's happening with that, because we were able to see love in each other.
Yeah.
We see that division that happened, it brought us closer.
It did.
So now we're building. That's when I asked you, I said, how we doing? And you like, not good. I'm like, we are doing better. I see it, we doing better.
We got creative. We did. We came together.
We can do so much more.
Yeah.
We can do so much more. That is the truth. But what I'm seeing, the black love that I'm seeing happen, when I see people, like, although I voted, I know what it is, but I wanted to be a part of the movement that's happening inside of my culture. I didn't want to take the stance of saying I'm not doing it, because I'm tired of every time something come up, we got to play the black card.
Yeah.
It got to always go back to, well, I'm too black to do X. Listen here, you're going to have to do something for the culture at some point. You're going to have to, and then we can build inside on how we want things to go. This Black Wall Street, when we see who we can join forces with, then we build. We worried about the wrong stuff.
Yeah. And that's, it's a double-headed monster sword, so to speak, though, because when individuals start coming up, it's like then you're not black enough all of a sudden. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like we'll be here for 45 hours trying to have that, but it's like I came from the hood. I'm not still in the hood, but I'm coming back for the hood.
Right.
But now I'm not black enough.
Right.
And so that's that mental.
Yeah,
that's why that mental facility is a must.
Yes.
But we gonna get it right.
We are. I'm so confident in that.
Get it right.
Every time I hear somebody talk smack about us, I can't hear you, because I know we cold.
Yeah.
We cold, and we doing it, and there was nowhere in the playbook where we supposed to get away. We were not supposed to get away. They did not have in the playbook that we supposed to be free. Y'all, please, we are here.
Yeah.
And we need to make some noise.
Yes.
Some major noise within our. We can't be so worried about what other people do, because we got to fix it within. It's work to be done here.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up with the last question, and that is, how can people sign up?
Sign up for insurance?
Yeah.
So, I would just contact me, reach out to me, and then we'll schedule an appointment. I'm doing everything via Zoom right now. Like I really don't meet with people during this pandemic.
We're special.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not. I mean,
But you can.
with much respect to everybody that's dealing with COVID, and I've gotten texted a couple of times myself, and everything came back negative. But with much respect, it just works.
Yes.
You know, the whole Zoom appointments, it's been
Work
working.
smarter.
So I just meet, and
Work
it allows me to
smarter.
see more people.
Yeah, and you can do it in your car.
Yeah.
You can multitask like a month. I do have one question.
Okay.
What do you want to leave the people with? Like, what are your parting thoughts? Like, you know, even from things that you shared in this interview, something a question that we may not have asked you, something that you wanted to share.
It's just time that we start creating our own table and stop asking for a seat. We have to start.
That was a
She said, what do I bring to the table, y'all? She made a post. She said, boy, I bring the table.
I saw that. The whole table.
I'm like, she a whole
Yeah,
boss.
we have to like really stop asking for a seat at these people's table, and I'm with you with, you know, this is not to exclude, because I have different nationality people on my team, but understanding where we are and where we need to go.
We gotta be exclusive.
I'm so exclusive. Like I'm rooting for
can't afford not to be.
everybody black.
Yes.
That's what it
Yes.
is. I'm rooting for everybody, but I'm especially rooting for everybody that's black.
Right.
But yeah, we have to stop asking for a seat and just start creating our own. I always tell people, the individuals, the foreigners that come over to this nation, they're open. They came over to this nation to start business.
Yes.
And they stuck with the plan.
And they stuck
With
with the
the
plan.
plan.
And it's like,
Soon
they
as
don't
we
come
start-
over here to work for nobody. They
No.
come over here to start business.
Yes.
I just went and got my nails done earlier today. And the guy was like, I just want to let you know that this is owned by, we're under new management. And I was like, but y'all just came on. Yeah, we didn't do good. So she bought the place. And they all, since I've been going to this nail shop for 2.5 years, y'all, they've had about maybe 5 different owners. But they keep it amongst
They keep it amongst
them.
themselves.
And we don't hear about it.
Yeah.
They
We
just
don't
keep
see
circulating
any
the money.
social media posts
Never.
about who's
And
not
they keep
doing
the
what.
same name, Julie's Nails.
Yeah.
And it just keeps circulating.
Yeah.
And I asked the young man, I said, well, how did she get the money?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she saved it. She was doing nails and she saved it. And then his mom owned a shop before her.
Uh-huh.
And now he's in there working, doing nails for the new owner.
Owner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we
gotta
have to put the feelings to the side.
Yeah,
The emotion.
We have to
Yes.
think about the big picture.
Mhm.
We have to stick to the plan. A man without a plan is he's a dead man.
Yes, he is. As a
And
doorknob.
then you got a plan, and then you can't execute it. I mean,
Oh my
As the doorknob. But yeah.
it make me sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we gotta do better. We doing better.
We
doing
gonna-
better.
We doing
We
better.
doing better.
That's
we are
the-
doing
We gonna
better.
speak positive.
Yes, we are
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
better.
All what was that thing?
What?
Positive vibes only.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing better.
Yes, we're doing better.
Yeah, just reach out to me and we'll set up an appointment.
Okay.
It takes about 30 minutes to educate people, and that's the biggest thing. Whether you buy a policy from me or whether you join my team, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you have the education that's going to well equip you to know what it is that's out there. You can't say Rashada didn't plant the seed. You can't say Royalty Money Movement didn't plant the
Don't
seed
y'all love that name?
when you speak with one of the agents that work
I
hand in hand
love
with
it.
me.
I love it. So you have an opportunity where someone can join your team.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're building. That's the thing. That's what I said. People, I never got into insurance because I wanted to sell life insurance.
Okay.
Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I didn't wake up, I want to be a life insurance agent.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I said. Nobody on my team said that. But everybody on the team has a different vision. Everybody has I have a young lady, Rhonda Fleming, like she's a counselor. She's working with a lot. She's getting ready to start working with a lot of Medicaid patients, youth. The Medicaid, a lot of youth that are on Medicaid. She's a counselor. Her company is Grasping the Basics. My best friend, Danielle Humes. They have indigenous royalty. Like everybody is.
That's the jogging suits.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
I want that. I saw that. I was like, oh, I'm copying
Cold, right?
that. I'm copying
Yeah,
that.
It was
yes.
cold. And she had the little blue. She
Yes.
had the, it was
Oh,
cold.
really?
Oh, it's
You gotta
tight.
show me that.
It's tight. I'm
Yeah.
getting me one.
Okay.
I'm gonna just share it on my page.
Okay.
She's probably watching. Danielle
Yes.
Humes.
Oh, I'm
Hi,
coming. Yes,
Danielle.
I will be flexing. Yes.
Fashion meets fitness will be flexing
Yes.
your gear.
Yes, ma'am. I was
We
feeling it.
love
She had
comfort.
like the little family pictures. I was like, yes.
Yep. And I sold them their house too. Their first
Look at
first
you.
home. personal trainer as
Check it
well.
out.
Look
Wow.
at that. See? Danielle.
What's up?
Right.
How you do, girl?
Yeah. So, like, she joined the business. I have another, just a bunch of couples and just a bunch of people that joined the business for various reasons to get their business
It's
off
out
the
there.
ground.
Yes.
And a lot of the hang-ups is finance.
Okay.
And because this is a very lucrative industry, it helps people to fund their true visions.
That's what's up.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I'm just so excited.
Me
Yeah.
too. 'Cause I promise I'm like I already looked to see what I looked up some stuff on your site and stuff. I said, okay, I gotta call her for this, ask this. So get ready for all the remedial questions.
Let's get it.
Yes. Okay. Well, we are so happy and so thankful that you came.
Well, I'm appreciative, very gracious, and just very humble to be a part of this platform. So I
Yes.
thank you, ladies, so
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for building with us. And
We are all humble here.
Yeah. Let's see if there are any questions before we get out of here. Do you have any questions for Rashada? I don't see any more. Danielle Hume said, hey, y'all. She said, yes, hey, bestie. Danielle, I can't wait to get my jogging suit. I cannot wait. They
Me
are
either,
so cute.
Danielle.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. All right.
Thank
Bye,
you for
everybody.
tuning in.
Okay. Have a good evening.
That was awesome.